of this bill, and in doing so I do want to begin by praising my colleague, the Honourable Tammy Franks, MLC, for her leadership on this and for her long-time efforts advocating for the rights of working people here in this parliament. And I also acknowledge the leadership of the union movement in running this campaign, and in particular the SDA, and the good work that they have done in bringing this to the attention of people here in this parliament. Mr President, as has been stated, over the last 18 months, essential workers, that is people working in our supermarkets, at our petrol stations, our fast food and our hospitality outlets, allied health services, our Medi hotels, our aged care homes, have been working incredibly hard to keep South Australians safe. They've been doing that during this once-in-a-century pandemic and during a once-in-a-century economic crisis. Well, what do they get in return for their hard work? Well, a piece of coal from the Liberals this Christmas. And, Mr President, I'm not referring to the climate change policy, the woeful policy that Scott Morrison has announced, but rather the incredibly—
The Prime Minister,
the Honourable Prime Minister Scott Morrison, Mr President, I am of course referring to the Grinch-like behaviour of the State Liberal Party and the appalling way that they have approached this issue and their refusal to recognise the rights of workers and recognise the fact that Christmas Day should be a public holiday for everybody. Now, Mr President, there's been a lot said about the benefits of this bill. I'll only speak briefly, but I do want to read on to Hansard some of the stories of people who will be directly affected. And there's been some letters sent to the Premier, some open letters, talking about the benefits that will flow from this bill for families. I'll start with one from Amber, who's a healthcare worker. And she writes to the Premier, "Dear Premier, I'm an essential worker at a regional hospital. Throughout all of COVID, I and so many others have gone to work to keep normality and to keep services open. As life continues to be hard for all families, we essential workers still go to work on public holidays, like Christmas Day, a day when we essential workers would love to be home with our families after everything Australians have endured over the last 18 months. But we have jobs to do, and part of what makes our lives a little more worth going to work for is the public holiday pay. That pay helps alleviate a little of the financial burden with extra pay from working the public holiday. But you don't want to give families that. You don't want to help out those families. You don't offer any incentive to hard-working people who've gone to work still. No reward for medical workers or any workers. No thanks. We know that you can't be with your families. Here is compensation for your pay." And the writer asks, "Mr Premier, will you go to work on Christmas Day while thousands of us do? No, you won't. Will you stand up for SA people you serve and give them the public holiday pay they deserve while you sit at home?" And another has written, this is Beth, a Kmart worker, "Dear Premier, I'd like to know your reasoning for not declaring Christmas Day a public holiday, as it should be. Thousands of workers are going to be working that day and missing out on valuable family time on what is one of the most special days of the year, at a time when we should be at home with our loved ones and showing them what they truly mean to us. You're more than happy to allow workers to miss out on that time with no compensation. No amount of money can compensate for lost family time, but having to go to work and get paid like it's just another day of the year is an absolute disgrace." Well, Mr President, I can't help but agree with those sentiments. It is a disgrace, and it is one that the Parliament should put right, and we have an opportunity to do that today. It's really disappointing that we're in this position. The Liberals are creating a nightmare before Christmas for South Australian workers, and it is time for this Parliament to put that right.